Al-Hasan al-Basri, he said, إن كان الرجل لا يخرج في أدب نفسه السنتين ثم السنتين. He said the people of the past, they used to go out 2 years at a time to perfect their adab. 2 years, then come back, and then another 2 years just to refine their manners. Sufyan al-Thawri, he also says, كان الرجل لا يطلب العلم حتى يتأدب ويتعبد قبل ذلك 20 سنة. He said, in the past, a man would not dare to start studying the religion of Islam only after he had acquired adab and worshipped Allah for 20 consecutive years. Ibn Wahab, one of the companions of Imam Malik rahimahullah, he said, ما نقلنا عن أدب مالك أكثر مما نقلنا من علمه. He said, what we learned from the adab, from the manners of Imam Malik was far greater than what we learned from his knowledge. That is because the mother of Imam Malik made him into the man he was. She used to put an imama on his head. He said, كانت أمي تعممني. My mother as a child used to put the imama, the turban around my head, because this is the clothing of the scholars, especially in Medina. A sign that you are a scholar is that you put a turban on your head. That's how they dressed. He said, from a young age, my mother would put a turban around my head, and she would say to me, اذهب إلى ربيعة, go to Rabi'ah, فخذ من أدبه قبل علمه, and learn from his manners before you take from his knowledge. Learn from his manners. That's a mother who knows how to raise a giant. Go learn from his manners before you take from his knowledge. And as for Imam Ahmad, La ilaha illallah. Ismail ibn Hussein, he said, I heard my father say, كنا نجتمع في مجلس الإمام أحمد زهاء 5000 أو يزيدون. He said, we used to gather in the halaqas, the study circles of Imam Ahmad. We were about 5,000 of us, or more, he said. Huge gathering. He said, أقل من 500 يكتبون. He said it was less than 500 who were actually writing. It's always the problem, huh? Not just our days. Even Imam Ahmad struggled. 5,000 people. He said less than 10% were actually writing. What were the other doing? He said, وَالْبَاقِي يَنْظُرُونَ وَيَتَعَلَّمُونَ مِنْ سَمْتِهِ وَأَدَبِهِ. And as for the rest, they were just learning from his conduct and his behavior, his manners. And the scholars, they used to say, مَنْ قَعَدَ بِهِ نَسَبُهُ نَهَضَ بِهِ أَدَبُهُ. Whoever's lineage has pulled him down, his adab, his manners will push him up. If you have an average lineage, and there's nothing special about you, much like most of us perhaps, don't worry. He says your adab will push you back up. How many people do you know in your life? Nothing special in terms of looks, or appearances, or lineage, or money, or cars. There's nothing special about them. Just normal people like you and I. But what has made them so special in your eyes and the eyes of others? It's their adab, it's their manners. They say this person is a person of adab. If your lineage has pulled you down, your adab will push you up. And parents would say to their children, يا بني, listen to this advice as a father and as a mother, لأن تتعلم بابا من أبواب الأدب أحب إلي من أن تتعلم 70 بابا من أبواب العلم. Oh my son, for you to master just one chapter in adab, in manners, that is far more beloved to me than for you to master 70 chapters in knowledge. And another parent would say to his son, يا بني اجعل علمك ملحا واجعل أدبك دقيقا. He said, my son, make your knowledge like salt and make your adab, your manners, like flour. You don't have to be a baker to understand this, right? You don't have to be a baker to know that the main component of a loaf of bread is flour. And you add salt as necessary, right? He's saying, make your personality like this. Your adab, that needs to be the flour, the main component of who you are, your adab. 99.9% is you, that's your adab. He said, your knowledge, make it like salt. Add it as necessary. What happens if you flip this round? What happens if a loaf of bread is mostly salt and flour was added as necessary? Throw it in the bin. It's inedible, it's unpalatable. And that is the personality of so many Muslims. I'm sorry, It should be thrown and will be thrown in the dust cans, in the dustbins of history, because they have become unpalatable in their behavior. Because most of their essence and their being is just knowledge they have taken in. But where is their adab? Unbearable creatures they become. And Abu Zakaria al-Anbari, he said, علم بلا أدب كنار بلا حطب. Knowledge without adab is like fire without wood. What is the use of a fire if there is no wood, firewood to feed it? Knowledge without adab is like fire without wood. And Abdullah ibn al-Mubarak, he said, أدب المرء في عمله علامة القبول. When you do something with adab, it is a sign that Allah has accepted it from you. Those who ask for signs that Allah has accepted your salah, accepted your fasting, accepted your da'wah, accepted your kindness to your mother and father, accepted your charity, accepted your smile to another Muslim. What is the sign that Allah has accepted from me? Ibn al-Mubarak, he said, a sign that Allah has accepted it from you is that you behave with adab whilst you do it. And finally, Abdullah ibn Mubarak, he said, طلبت العلم فحصلت منه شيئا. I started a journey for knowledge and I gained some of it. ثم طلبت الأدب فإذا أهله قد بادوا. But then I tried a path to search for adab and I found that the people of adab have perished.